All right, you guys. Hi, welcome back. So I'm just going to say this. I usually always start a bonus reading with something that genuinely happened. And all I'm going to say is this. I actually already tried to do a bonus reading, and the storyline was like, it was super annoying to me. And Sassy Kate really came out and gave some opinions. And I thought, no, 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 no. I am not here to give opinions. So I actually deleted it and I'm starting over. And I'm not going to be Miss Sassy. I just was tired of the character's behavior, and I was like, meh. So here we go. Let's start fresh and clean, without my 2 cents being put in. So maybe that's someone else's attitude where it's like, okay, hold on, this isn't even my thing. It's not my story. It's not my issue. Let me step back. So that's how we're actually going to start this storyline. We have somebody at a crossroads. Okay, could be that we're annoyed because somebody sits there at a crossroads and we're like, why can't that person just make a decision? This could be something that doesn't even affect us. This could, once in a while, we all get into that attitude where we're just like, I hate to see people wasting good time, even if they're not wasting our time. So it could be something like that. Raise your hand if you do that once in a while. I'm sure, there's always, every human has that little flicker once in a while where we have maybe a micromanage thing. And if we really step back, we go, look, that doesn't actually affect my life. So why do I have an opinion about this? And then our life gets way easier once we actually remember that. Sometimes it does indirectly affect us, but again, how much effort do we want to put into caring about this? Someone is kind of at a crossroads, maybe thinking about that. Does this really impact me or does it not? We have a 6 of Wands that is sideways. This is we are flickering between, is one road going to lead me down a road of like, man, I feel like I walked away from this for the wrong reason and now I feel defeated? Or should I go down the tough road? Usually, oftentimes in life, the tougher road is also the one that's going to stress us out the most, but we're also going to challenge ourselves the most, and we're also going to come out feeling better about ourselves because we took the hard road. But again, that depends on what the topic is, because sometimes the hard road is like, why would we have done that to ourselves? Why don't we use our wisdom to say that is not a battle worthy of fighting? I'm actually going to feel foolish and defeated even if I take the hard road and then it turns out to be something that I'm successful in. I may still go, why did I do that? They're not everything is for us to, like, life doesn't have to be a continual challenge just for the sake of saying, I'm going to do this the hardest way possible. We have the World card. All right, so somebody is at a crossroads where they're really weighing things because they know that they want to make some significant changes. Hold on, this could be about moving. This could be about travel. This could be somebody who is sitting there weighing the pros and cons of, do I leave everything behind and do I go? This could be about somebody who's like, do I go change my life in order to be with the love that I want to be with? Or do I say that's too many things I'd have to change? Let me just stay where I am. But then am I going to regret that? Which of these is going to make me have a regret? That's what this is looking like to me. Tell me about the World card. What does that represent for this character? We have got a Knight of Cups sideways, and we've got the 8 of Wands that was mostly in the upright. It was a little angled, but enough that I'll still call it an upright. I want to communicate. I want to take action. But for some reason, this person still doesn't know, do I want to come in with a love offer? Somebody is debating about what action they're going to take. This could be somebody who's afraid that if I take this action and I lay my heart on the line and I say, I want to come towards you. I love you. What if I'm told I don't love you? That could make me feel devastated. On the other hand, what if I never come forward and I never say those things? And I could have, and the answer would have been yes. Then again, I'll feel devastated if it turns out this is the biggest regret of my life because I never did the brave thing and I never said how I felt. And then there's a third question, because remember, this is the 2 of Wands means we're at a crossroads, but that actually means we can go right, we can go left, or we can turn around and go back the way we came. So we actually have 3 options on a 2 of Wands card. So the third option that I see here is this person could also be saying, what if I come forward but I don't talk about love? What if I come forward but I play my cards a little careful. I don't lay my whole heart on the line. Because remember, the big thing is this person is trying very hard to minimize failure. So they're being, I think, cautious with their heart, but they want to have a new beginning and they want to take action. They want to say things. But the question is, A, do I do it? B, if I do it, do I say everything or do I withhold a bunch? Or C, do I just go for it? Like, I'm not going to say the phrase I was just going to say. um, ooh, 3 of Swords, Queen of Wands. So they are about to approach someone who has the power to literally crush their heart. We can't blame somebody for standing there and thinking these 3 thoughts and saying, which direction do I go? Because this matters to me. And the way it's going to feel when I approach a Queen of Wands, she has a power to crush me. Now, I would have said she could have been brokenhearted or betrayed in the past, but she's in the upright. So even if that did happen to her, she's sitting in a place of power and she now has the authority and the ability to totally ruffle up this person's energy depending on what her answer is. And she seems to be, even look at her posture. She's sitting here and it's like we're coming before the queen to lay down our conversation or our offer at her feet, and she will decide our fate. And that feels scary to someone. It's to hand over the choice will be handed to her. And the amount of, what's riding on this is the potential for a gigantic heartbreak. And I feel like our lead character here, this is why they are scared. So as much as they want this, they don't know how it will turn out. So they have fear involved. Let's talk about the queen. What does the queen want? The queen is confident. The queen is in a place of personal power. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So she doesn't want to be out in the cold. She's not about to tolerate that. King of Pentacles upright. 3 of Cups upright. Death card upright. 6 of Cups upright. 5 of Swords. 8 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Well, this queen has all the same risk involved. Okay, so the queen is like, I will not go through something where my stability is in upheaval again. I came out of feeling miserable, and now what I want, the only thing that I will accept is somebody who's coming in so grounded, so strong, so confident. Basically, they have to make me an offer, particularly if it's this person coming in. They would have to make me an offer that is, why are you here to have a reunion? Oh, because you want a reunion for the rest of our lives together. You want to completely transform things together. You're coming in to say that the troubles of the past are over, that you're never going to stop dancing with me. We will do this dance of love permanently because we are soulmates and you're back to stay. That's what I need to hear. Otherwise, I will push you the hell away from me, and I will walk away from you without a second glance, and I will go be my abundant person, and I will give to somebody else. I will actively seek someone else to give my whole heart to, because I will not have my heart messed with again. So if you come in with less than this, I will make sure that you know that I leave, and there will be never another chance with me either. I will leave this empty space and I will go out and I will actively seek your replacement. This is like, this queen ain't messing around. This queen is saying, I am at a place in my life where I want the real deal. And if you come in with less than that, it will be the last opportunity that you ever see me, that you ever talk to me, because my boundaries will be impenetrable, and all that loving and giving, I will very consciously go out and I will find someone else. Has she been waiting for this then? Tell me, this queen, on one hand, a Queen of Pentacles, or excuse me, a Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily wait for anyone, but she waits until she gets what she wants. That's very different. And at this point, if she had someone on her mind and no one else measured up to who that person was, she might have, in her powerful way, she was waiting for this person to come in. But the thing is, it's a very decisive, very precise thing that she has to be offered And if this person approaches her the wrong way, meaning they don't offer all of that stability we just talked about, that will be the last time they ever have an opportunity to come anywhere near her, is what it looks like. Because this is pretty serious blocking. And then this is, I would block you and I would walk away and I would go right out there and I would find myself somebody else to give to, very specifically, because she's ready to give to somebody. So she actually wants, she's in a place where she wants to shift her energy from being single to being this loving person. She may want to be a mother. She may want to be, and please remember, this could be a same-sex couple. This could be two males. Even though I keep saying she, it's just because we see a queen showing up. But this could be roles reversed. This could still be a masculine who is like, if this partner who wants to come toward me does not come toward me and actually give me what I am worth, if they don't show me that they're in this for the long haul, if they don't give me that stability, then this will be the last opportunity that they ever get to approach me again, because no one's wasting my time. King, queen, doesn't matter what gender we're talking about. This is still someone definitive. And guys go through this just as much as girls, right? We get messed around. We get, that kind of like lover, that energy of somebody who's like, they want us, but they're afraid. So they keep giving less than what we're worth. And it's like, there will be no more games. If you can't see my worth, my value, and lay your heart on the line to commit, then I'm at a place in my life where this is your last shot. And after that, you will be closed off and I will not look back. This is one look over the shoulder to make sure I got everything so that I don't leave a thing behind. I don't want to have accidentally still had a piece of your clothing there that 3 years from now you can reach out. Hey, do you ever know what happened to my whatever, my earring or my hoodie or, whatever it is? Hell no. This would be somebody who, like, I will change my zip code. I will change my number to make sure you can't contact me again if you can't approach me right this last time. And then if that happens and I got to leave everything behind, trust me, I'm not going to be single long, because this is my opportunity to let you come toward me. We got to remember that this queen is in a receptive, beautiful, loving, passionate energy. She's a receptive single individual. She wants, or he wants, to give their whole heart to somebody. But that person has to come in and say, I am offering you my heart, my soul. And if they give less than that, that will be the turning point, and she will go find somebody else to match with. And she will know that it was time for her to close this door. So it's very serious. I mean, I hate to put so much pressure on this, but this is a very serious, it's a very serious thing where it's time to get real about, what do we want? What does each person genuinely want? Tell me about the individual who is thinking about, which of these three approaches do I take? Because they're coming toward her. The only question is, which of the three approaches do I need to take? What do they really want? Let's ask it that way. What do they really, really want? Four of Wands. This is their ideal person. This is the love of their lifetime. Okay. Then if they want this queen is the love of their life. What is the universe's advice to this person? I'm glad that we're getting to something like, here we go. We're boiling it down to the most important thing. Universe's advice is both cards sideways, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. This debating. If these cards had been in the upright, it would be, well, I'm still kind of wishy-washy about, do I want to just risk walking away from this altogether and just say, it's too much pressure, I think I'll just go alone. Or, the idea of giving her the option to choose whether or not she wants me is just, that's too much risk for me. So I think I'll just walk away, because otherwise I would risk her walking away from me if she doesn't choose me. Okay, so that's one way to see it. But if this were in the reverse, the universe is saying, get sure about what you want and go to her and return to her and make sure she wants to stay with you. But instead, sideways, meaning the advice to this person is, this person needs to understand where their insecurity and their back and forth, they don't even know for sure which part is it that they're scared of? They've got to get some clarity here, because this can go either way, but the power is theirs. So what is it that they really want? Because this continual, well, she might say this, but she might say that. Quit thinking about what she's going to do. And I say that this is more about like, what is she going to do? That there is their major concern. Like they're weighing it, what if she walks away from me? Okay, but what if she doesn't and she really does want to be with me? She really accepts me back. And the universe is saying, quit worrying about what she wants to do. What do you want? Because you can't control anyone else's actions. What you must do in your own life is drive the car. If you're sitting in a car and you're sitting in the passenger seat saying, I need to go to the store, that car engine isn't turning on and the car isn't driving, I guess, unless you have a self-driving car. But sitting there waiting for your needs to be met and expecting that you can live your life from the passenger seat of your own car, it's not going to get you anywhere. So quit thinking about what she's going to do, because you got no control over what her actions will be. But instead, make a definitive choice. Get in your car, start the engine, and drive toward who you want to be with. Say what you want. You think this woman, man, whoever, is your Four of Wands, then say that, because that's how you feel. If that's your reality, say that. Don't come in and second guess, but what if, then I give her the power and she gets to decide whether or not she wants me. If you come in insecure and hedging bets because you don't want to get rejected, she's going to think you're not serious, you're messing with her, and that's how you're going to lose her. So basically, drive your car through life. You are the one in control. This wishy-washy, because you're thinking all the time about what she might do, what will her reaction be, is actually irrelevant. Her reaction is hers. Your behavior and your action is yours. That's where your power is. That's, again, I'm saying your, but this is like the conversation that the universe is having, because I asked, what's the universe's advice for this person? If this person loves her, the universe is like, forget about everything else. She may or may not choose you, but does that change the fact that this is what you want and you're supposed to go after what you want in this lifetime? Now, you also have to accept that we don't always get what we want, but to not go after what we want would certainly be a sad way to live. To never say what we really mean and face the fact that maybe I won't get this, but I'm at least going to be proud of myself that I said, I love you. I see you as my Four of Wands person. I want to be with you in a serious way. And then if she says, I don't feel the same way, it's like, well, that kills me, but that is your choice and I got to respect it. That's how we drive our own car. Sometimes we arrive at a destination and maybe the place isn't open, but sometimes it is open and we get everything that we needed and everything that we hoped for and everything that we wanted, but we'll never get there unless we get in the driver's seat and drive there. So this is, I don't know, with that World card, this can be somebody driving a distance. This could be somebody traveling to, it's almost like this person is determined that they're going to do something, but then the critical part, which is, what do I say when I get there? That's the part that they're hemming and hawing over. I don't know. Should I say how much I love her or should I hide that? And the universe is like, how do you feel? Oh, you love her? You should probably say that. And so I'm trying to keep this lighter because I like the fact that this is so like on the nose, and I think that this is such a great, God, this person just keeps on getting, we got a Queen of Swords and a Five of Swords. This is, again, this is advice from the universe for this person, right? Queen of Swords is a straight shooter. Queen of Swords is somebody who, she has good boundaries, but she's not mean. Her directness, she might actually openly say, I feel really guarded right now because I'm scared that you don't mean it, or I'm scared that, are you going to hurt me? She may say something really truthful. She may also explain, like, I've been afraid of this day because what if you come in and you say something and it makes me still be scared that, you're either going to keep me at bay or I'm going to keep you at bay. But this Queen of Swords, although they have good boundaries, they're not mean. This is very receptive. This is somebody who would actually be super receptive, even about talking about the most difficult things, which is, where are our fears? Because the Five of Swords is about, you know, I'm keeping boundaries in place because I'm scared. She may openly say, again, this is the advice to this person. This person loves her, right? This person is coming in hoping to get her back or hoping to be with her. And the universe is saying, well, then you need to be sure about, like, you want this with her, right? So come in and say that, and then acknowledge it. Does she have some fears? Where did those fears come from? You know, sometimes it's because of whatever happened prior, but really listen to her words, because her words are truthful and her words are not mean, and she's not putting up boundaries. This is actually a receptive queen. Now, if she were in the reverse, it would be like, whoa, prepare yourself for a big fat no. This is saying, prepare yourself for the truth in her words, and prepare yourself to really hear what she says, because she's saying yes. And she's also possibly acknowledging that she's also nervous. Why would the nervousness be there according to the universe, right? This is not, and again, these are fictional stories about fictional characters, so please just be mindful about that. But we have the Star card. A lot needs to heal. We have the Ace of Sacred Circles sideways, and we have the Lover's card sideways. What needs to heal for her is the idea that this is genuinely a new beginning and that you are genuinely choosing her. The universe is saying, she has possibly a lot more to lose than you do. You're afraid of getting rejected. She's afraid that you're not genuine and that you're not actually going to choose her. So did this person not actually choose her in the past? Or does she think that, you know, this is the big thing that has to be healed. She wants to say yes to this person. She also has worries, because either has this person healed enough to where they can have a successful new start. It's almost like she's saying, this has to happen, so then we can have this. Then we can have the new beginning. We can choose each other wholeheartedly as lovers, with no lies, no hidden anything but between us. If this is what she authentically wants, she wants to give wholeheartedly to somebody, to this person. But it comes with the stipulation that, I mean, I thought you were my wish come true. And then I'm scared, because can we have this new beginning? Are you really invested? Are we really going to heal this? It's like, this person coming in and saying what they want is one part of it. She is then receptive, and then is also saying the truth of it, the raw truth, because that's what a Queen of Swords does, which is simply, do you really mean it? And are we really both on the same page? Are we really each other's wish fulfillment? And are we really going to commit to that? Because unless we both do, and unless we both make this happen, you know, we're not going to have that success. So I'm afraid, because I want this so much, but there's a lot to heal also. So she's just being straightforward. So this is the other thing, that the universe is like, you're afraid of what her reaction will be, when it's almost like, but you already know she wants this. You also already know that she's scared, and you also already know exactly why. So you coming in scared about her rejecting you is actually definitely not the way to handle this, because this is what's most necessary, right? This is probably the single most important card here. And it's the truth that comes from her lips. And maybe this person is actually afraid to hear that truth from her. The universe might be suggesting, like, one of the reasons you're like focused, or maybe the universe is saying you're focused on the wrong thing. It's not about what her reaction is going to be. It's about what she says that is true. Like, I'm afraid to let you in because I've barely healed, and I don't know that I believe you, that you're really here for a new beginning. So there may be a reason for this. Again, I'm not going to delve too deep into why is this the you know, like, what happened in the past between these two. Clearly something happened, because our lead character is afraid about coming toward her, and if they have to come in and travel to get to her in the first place, obviously there's been distance. We've seen that multiple times, and this person is afraid of it not working out, but something obviously didn't work out before. So this is more like, this would be a new start, which to me, it looks like second chances. And because it's the lovers, both people have to choose each other wholeheartedly. So again, this is all about choices that maybe were made incorrectly in the past. And so this time around, if they really want this, they are going to probably have to consistently show truth to this individual, raw truth. This is a really important card also. These two don't even have clothes on, because what we're seeing is, I have to be able to trust you, that I know who you really are, and that you know who I really am, that we don't hide things from each other, that if we choose each other, it's only us. There isn't someone else between us. There isn't other issues between us. There can't be anything else that keeps us apart. That's the only way we're going to have this new beginning. So are you basically, it's almost like the universe is saying to this person, are you ready to not have any secrets? So their fear about what to say, they're almost debating about coming in to try to have a new beginning, but with the secret, which is, I don't really want to give all my love, because what if I get rejected? They have to be honest about that part too, for this to really work. If we're going to have a new start, I think what this queen is saying and what they know about her is that I can't have any secrets from you. Am I ready for that? That's the thing the universe is asking this person to contemplate. Okay, what about for her? What's the universe got to say for her? King of Cups in the reverse. Don't try to take somebody back if you don't actually love them. Don't take them back and then punish them. Sorry, I know these are harsh messages, but I think that's super important. Don't accept somebody back and then browbeat them, or, say, yeah, I really want this person, but they're going to have to prove. It's as important that we start fresh with them. If they're genuinely coming in, we genuinely want this, and we genuinely want this relationship to work, it is going to be on her side as much as theirs, that if we're having a new beginning, it's almost like she's got to ask herself the big question: can you fall for them again? Do you love them? If the answer is no, then have a new beginning with somebody else. Don't even entertain the idea of them. Let this go now. Don't try to call somebody in just so you can reject them, because that's not good karma for anybody involved. This is more like, do we love them? And do we really mean it? Where we're not going to, if we can get to the point of saying, yes, I believe that you really want to be with me and I really want to be with you, and we're both going to commit to making this work, that has to be the new beginning. And we have to forget the things of the past, the fears that somebody was holding back, and not showing us love, or the hurt that it was caused us when they were in like a toxic energy where they couldn't be open and loving. If we're going to keep bringing that up all the time, it's not going to allow a new beginning. So it's as imperative for our queen to really ask herself, do you love this person enough to have a true new beginning with them? Because if not, we get to move on. We got the Temperance in the reverse. This is a big, important question, because if we're going to live in any kind of fear, or if we're not genuinely going to give a fresh start, first, she wants to communicate really openly. She's in this mindset that she really would like it to work with this person. But these are the final really, really deep questions to ask oneself. Does she really believe that these two can have harmony together? And is she really in a balanced place where she's not harboring hurts or resentment that won't ever go away? If that's the case, then it's better to let this whole situation go, because otherwise this is two people that maybe can't be happy together, or can they? So it's really up to her to ask, does she really see harmony here? Could they have a brand new beginning? Can they find balance together? Or at the core of her being, does she think this person and I, who they've shown me they are, is, people can change a lot, but still, what, in every aspect, do we really balance? We have a Death card. This is major transformation. Again, the universe doesn't say what they're going to do. The universe is giving like pieces of questions for each character to contemplate. And the universe is still saying, you can have a brand new beginning with this person, but it has to be a full transformation. It has to be because the major issues you let go of, or transcend, I'll say. Whatever the memory of somebody maybe who abandoned, or somebody that wasn't open and loving, got to be over that. We can't harbor hurt, and we can't perpetually still feel imbalanced with this character. Will we get to a place where we can feel safe with this character? Will we get to a place where we can believe that they really are available and that they love us and that they give us what we're looking for? Look, everybody has different love language. Does our love language work for us, or are we going to commit to someone where we go, I'm never happy with them, they never show me what I want them to show me, and I always feel imbalanced, and together we aren't good together? If that's the case, let this thing end and move on. So it's really about, what I like about this is that the universe is trying really hard to get to the message in this, which is everyone deserves to genuinely be happy and have this great love. But to have the great love, what has to either be transcended, or what has to be released, and what fears have to be let go, and what thought processes have to shift. And then the big question is, can we do that? Do we want to do that? And it's up to us, because there's no right or wrong. It's not about, well, if you don't do this and you're not a good person, if you can't let that go, then shame on you. No, there's no judgment at all. This is just asking those realistic questions of, what would it look like, and what would it feel like, and what would it be like to have a fresh beginning with this person? Because she would probably need to transform as much as they would in order for this to work, because it would have to be a very new, fresh beginning, which starts with a clean slate. And that's a big ask, especially if there's been hurt in the past. So both characters have a lot to think about. And they, of course, the option is theirs, right? Both of them have the option of what they want to do. So final message from the universe in regards to this whole situation. Emperor in the reverse. This asks us to look at ego. And please don't everybody get mad at me, because we don't have, neither character is a villain, right? This is a complicated situation where hearts are involved, emotions are involved, and especially with the Emperor in the reverse, of course, desire to feel respected, but maybe not really feeling respected. So then that creates frustration is present. A desire for someone to like stand up and take charge, and then maybe someone hasn't been. So there can be resentment, because it's like, well, somebody didn't stand up and show me when I needed them to, that I mattered, or that I was important to them, or that they were going to protect me. Or I wanted to be powerful and I didn't feel like I had power. And that's been frustrating. This is really talking about where it doesn't have to be a power struggle, but it's more about, because our ego really comes up because of the desire for power, right? And it's personal power. I want to be respected. I want to feel, there's a sense of personal power that we have when we know somebody loves us and we can rely on that love. And if it's unreliable, it really diminishes how we feel about ourselves. And then out of that, we start to act petty and all that stuff, right? So this situation here has brought up, the situation between these two has brought up, I would say, the biggest fears surrounding, the vulnerability of being in love with a partner, the vulnerability of, I want them to choose me because I choose them. I'm scared that they won't choose me. And that fear can snowball into all kinds of bad behavior. So this whole situation is making both characters look at the topic of, like, how do I do what's authentic for me? How do I choose what's authentic for me? How do I not feel powerless? And how do I feel powerful and be vulnerable at the same time? If this card goes in the upright, which has every potential to, that is when we say, I love this person. I love them enough to give us a second chance. I love me enough to say, I want to be with this person. And if they're presenting to me in a way that I do believe they really want to be with me, and they're showing me their vulnerable side, and I want to work on this, it will be my powerful choice to say, I choose you. Whatever came before doesn't matter. You're here because I matter that much to you. I'm going to go ahead and invest in this with you. And that's, this is maybe the queen taking her personal power back and saying, if I choose you, it's because you came to me with the energy that showed me that you really care about me. And yes, I want to totally invest. And it doesn't matter whatever else happened prior to now. And vice versa. They're coming in to say, I am confident about what I want. I am humbling myself because this is important to me. You are important to me. this is what I truly want and I am confident about this. That's kind of like, I would say this is the key for both of them. And that is also the hurdle for both of them, is to feel powerful while feeling vulnerable. Okay, I'm going to leave that very lengthy one there. Oh, these storylines. I'll tell you, some of these are the longest I have. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate you guys so much, and your comments are just fantastic. I love to hear, what do you think about these characters? Please remember, I hope that no story that I ever read is taken as like, oh, this is how somebody should behave. This is all, I don't know what's right, I don't know what's wrong, and I don't tell anybody what to do. And I totally support you, whoever you are, wherever you are, you do you. And there's no judgment. In these stories, I'm always just trying to figure out, okay, what's the big takeaway message? How do we step back from the intricacies and then get the bigger picture for, like, it's just to see what's the purpose of the motive and how are these characters behaving and how would we behave differently? Like, I get frustrated with these characters lots of times. Because I get invested in my stories. But remember, no matter what, we get to choose our own reactions in our real life in the 3D world. So please just know, no outcome is going to be what we see in a story, because we get to choose it. But I hope that there's always some interesting, ideas that pop up from like observing these characters behave. And if nothing else, I hope it's entertaining. Bye, you guys. Thanks so much. I send you lots of love and support.